we offer a unique service, it's a unique product, and I truly believe it's for everybody. Whether you're 25 and single, 30 and married, 65 and about to retire, we all need access to this peace of mind. And let me show you how you can introduce Everest to your clients, no matter what age, whether you sell it as a supplemental product or a standalone product. So this concept, and I'm going to write this down, it's called Total Care Package. And it consists of 3 products: UL with long-term care, Term, and Everest. So when you talk to your clients, and I'm sure all of you talk about the importance of having a diversified strategy. So term, it's temporary, right? It pays less than 2% of the time. But during that time when it's active, it provides a priceless peace of mind we all need. Everest, it's a unique product, it's a unique service. So how do you provide generational wealth? How do you leave money behind? And many of us rely on a UL with long-term care. And as already mentioned earlier, most of us will not die in our sleep. We are going to use some form of LTC, sometimes in the future. But my question to you is today, how do you introduce more than one product to your clients who never purchased life insurance before? So you bring 5 different applications, 5 different bank drafts, a bunch of marketing materials, and you slammed everything in front of them at the table. What is going to happen? They're going to be confused, overwhelmed. Most likely they won't be interested. So the offices on the West Coast, they developed 4 boxes, and most of you are familiar with this: growth, safety, tax advantage, and protection. So when you talk to your client, say, Mr. Client, I want to make sure we take a comprehensive approach to your finances. So the plan I'm going to build you today will include growth. It will include safety. Some of the products you already have that are part of your portfolio, they are vulnerable to taxes, such as CDs or money market instruments. So we will make sure you have tax advantage and, of course, protection. So let's go over each box here. So when it comes to the growth, there is cash value accumulation. It's tied to an index. There's a floor, there's a cap. Market likes to go up, down, sideways, but how awesome, how amazing would it be if you never lose your money? So we already covered the rule of 72. I showed you how quickly you can double your money. This is the growth portion, Mr. Client. Ride all the highs. Don't ride any of the lows. There's a steady cash accumulation. And for the past 20 years, the market has been averaging 8%, approximately 8%. When it comes to safety, we want to make sure nothing goes unarchived. In fact, millions of dollars goes unclaimed every year because people misplace their documents, which creates a lot of stress, a lot of headache for the families. And this is a perfect opportunity to introduce them to Tenzing, secure cloud-based data vault for storing personal information. A tax advantage, tax-free access at any age, unlike some of the products we already discussed, CDs, mutual funds. You will not have to worry about it with us. Last but not least, you will have a proper protection, also quick money, quick cash that pays in between 48 hours. As you can tell, Mr. Client, we are taking a holistic approach to your finances. How do you feel? And guys, let them talk. This is the best way to introduce Everest package. This way the family is well protected. And the concept is called Total Care Package. Here's the product offering. Most of you are familiar with this. So we offer 2 products, Advantage 50 Plus. Advantage is issue age 0 to 49. 50 plus is 50 to 85. You can qualify for two versions depending on health question answered. Either immediate or return of premium death benefit plan. Once again, there is no medical exams, no blood work. It's a simple yes, no, one-page application. Concierge service is heart and soul of the Everest package. I'm not sure how many of you planned a funeral in the past out there, but once again, it's expensive, it's a complicated process. When I say no one, I truly mean no one wants to deal with that. And this is where Everest steps in. One phone call, we are going to assign the family one of our senior advisors who used to be funeral home directors. They're experts when it comes to this industry, and they're the ones who are going to step in and provide all the necessary help, the support the family needs. So they're going to step in and do research, shopping, negotiating on the family's behalf. And as long as it's legal and achievable, we are going to help the family. A family will make at least 100 decisions in 1 or 2 days when a loved one passes away, guys. 100 decisions in 2 days. So is it going to be a burial or cremation? How much to spend? What about open or closed casket, visitation, obituaries? The list goes on and on and on. If you're an Everest client, one phone call, we are going to step in and execute every single decision on the family's behalf. That's the power of concierge service. Guys, that's the power of Everest. 24/7 concierge service is heart and soul of the Everest package. And here's how Everest works at the time of need. Step number 1, if you're an Everest client, a family member will contact Everest. We are going to assign one of our senior advisors who will step in. They're going to review or create a plan. By that, I mean the research, shopping, negotiating. We are going to finalize arrangement with the family member or a funeral home and stay in touch as long as you need us. By the way, this flyer is available on the agent website under step number 2. Online planning tools, when it comes to, talks about Tenzing. As I mentioned earlier, many of us have our documents scattered all over the place. It would take us days, weeks to gather all the data. This is why it's very important to have access to Tenzing. It's a secure cloud-based data vault for storing personal information. It's very similar to Dropbox or iCloud. Unlimited storage. To have access to this data vault would cost you $30, $40, $50+ per month. With us, it comes at no additional cost. It's already included in the Everest package. So you can create different folders. This report, you can access it on the agent website in the lower right corner. So you can play with the numbers, guys. But since we're running out of time, let me cover will prep really quick. The importance of having a will. It makes it easier in your family and eliminates emotional and financial stress. The main reason why we introduce will prep, and this is a sad statistic, more than 55% of adults, 55% do not have access to a basic will. And without a will, what is going to happen to your estate? Probate, right? It will be distributed according to the law. And to help families avoid this problem, we are pleased to introduce will prep as part of the Everest package. As with 24/7 concierge service and other online planning tools, there is absolutely no hidden cost for will prep. It's just one more benefit of being an Everest client. So our larger system, as you can see, it will ask you a series of easy to answer questions, and each with helpful explanations and examples. And based on your responses, this system we use, it will draft and tailor the class to create a document that's unique to your client situation. It's extremely user-friendly process. As long as you follow the steps, you cannot make a mistake. Will prep is also included at no additional cost. So as you can see, we are so much more than filing expense. Everest is so much more than life insurance. What you're offering to your clients is the Everest package. It's 24/7 concierge service supercharged with will prep, tensing, and other online planning tools. Let me go over Prime Advantage really quick. Then I'm going to open the floor for any questions or comments. This is our new product. It goes up to, as you can see on the slide, it goes up to $300,000 of coverage. The best part is there's no medical exams, there is no blood work. It's a simple yes, no, one-page application, guys. Very simple. You can qualify for 2 plans depending on health question answered. Either a preferred plan that goes up to $300,000 of coverage. If your client answers no to all 7 questions on the application, if they answer yes to questions 6 or 7, they're going to qualify for a standard plan that goes up to $200,000 of coverage. It's that simple. The minimum they can put in, keep in mind it's a single premium. The minimum single premium, the minimum lump sum is $10,000. Also, please keep in mind there's a minimum age which is 45. So the issue ages are 45 to age 80. I almost forgot the most important topic, points and commission. So I said best for last. For Prime Advantage, we pay out 7.5% to WFG Grid. But let's go back to our initial products. So Advantage and Advantage 50 Plus. We pay out 108.8% to WFG Grid. As soon as the policy is going to active or issued not pay status, we are going to advance 80%. So it'll be 80-20. Let's go ahead and take a look at this payout example. It's an example of a total first year annual premium of $1,000, which is approximately $83 per month. So commission percentage, we already said this, it's 108.8%. Once you multiply these 2 numbers, your total commission in dollars is $1,088. Depending on your contract level. So let's say you're marketing director, you're MD at 50% contract level. Your commission is going to be $544. If you're SMD at 65% contract level, your commission will be $707. So if you do the math, if you're MD or SMD, if you sell 3 or 4 of these a week, you could be earning 6-figure income just by offering Everest to your clients. Here's my contact information. This is my cell phone number. If you have any other questions, if you have really like one-on-one training, base shop training, please do not hesitate to contact me. I have also included my email as well as the agent website, but everything you need to know regarding Everest, it's available on the agent website. It consists of agent training videos and 4 easy steps how to get started. Anthony, I would like to open the floor for any questions or feedback at this point. Is there anything else you would like me to cover today?
If you have any questions, please just go in the chat and put it in the chat and I can see it there. So Milos, now with everything now with Everest, you just can send an email for signature, right? Everything. And you were saying something like the Everest is up 25% in sales just over the last 12 months. Any other input you can share about that, what you've been seeing?
So thanks to you guys. Thank you for your friendship, your business. We are up 30% year to date from last year. So the business is going really well. Thank you for everything you do.
Okay, please clarify. Here's a question. Please clarify the exact requirements to report a death since no death certificate is needed and any special circumstances.
That is correct. So we do not require a death certificate. It's called Certificate of Funeral Directors, I believe so. And that's why we are able to pay within 48 hours. And Anthony, if you don't mind, I would like to cover one more thing I forgot to mention earlier.
Sure.
So this is important to understand so you can explain to your clients, guys. So let's just forget about Everest for a second. So before Everest, a person could plan for their funeral 1 or 3 ways. You could go to a funeral home. And you could prepare for your funeral. But what's going to happen once you go to a funeral home? They'll take advantage of you, right? It's nothing personal, it's a business they're running. They're in the business to make money. Second option, you can purchase simple final expense from any other carrier out there. They all offer final expense. There's no support. There is no guidance from the family. No one is going to step in and do research, shopping, negotiating on the family's behalf. Third option, the most popular option, believe it or not, which is do nothing. You're going to leave your family with coping and paying for your funeral. Did you hear about GoFundMe accounts?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much do nothing. Now there's a fourth option, which is Everest. And it's totally up to the family to decide which way they want to proceed.
Okay, one of the other questions was the Prime Advantage. Is that a UL product?
It is not. It's considered whole life insurance as well.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, this has been great. I appreciate you taking the time to be here with us and to share your knowledge. I know Milos is a great help. There's his contact information. And I'll tell you, everything you really need is on the website. But, sometimes you just may need a little help, guidance to get started. But it's, like I said, very user-friendly. They've made it very simple. I think I got it down to literally it's about a 30-minute in total. And that's if they have to do the interview. Like to do the application with the interview, you can get it done in 30 minutes, the entire process. And when is the interview? It depends, right? When they have to do the interview, depends on the age and those things, correct?
Yes, that is. And the great thing about our e-app, which is available on the right-hand side, Anthony, right here. And once you get appointed under step number 1, you'll have access to our web application. If it's required, it will prompt you to complete it. If it's not required, you'll have to worry about it. But it's extremely user-friendly process.
Question. So we know that a lot of these carriers, if maybe somebody wrote up an Everest a year ago and then didn't write it, and it's been more than a year, generally Everest will, IA American will drop the appointment. What does that mean? We won't be able to do an e-application, or how does that work?
Anthony, first of all, if you're terminated due to an activity, you need to go to jail for 10 years. I'm just kidding. Do not get me fired over this. So you need to place one piece of business in 12 months in order to remain active. If you're terminated due to inactivity, let me know. Now we'll make sure you get reinstated. As soon as you get reinstated, you will have access to our e-app.
Perfect. So that would be a time where they would need to reach out to you if that's the case, so they can have access, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, perfect. All right, any last questions? All right, Milos, once again, thank you for your time. And I guess this is a great reminder. The thing about our platform is it's so big, with so many incredible services. It's sometimes you just put it aside, but I really see that doing it as a package is the easiest way to do it. And if I do one application for, let's say I'm doing IUL or term, whatever it is, if I'm doing one of those applications, I already have all the information I need for the other. So I can literally gather that information one time, create all that, and then send separate emails to my clients. And that would be the most effective way to get this information out. And I know that you guys have always had the option of mailing the policy directly to the clients now, but some people being concerned about the virus.